I'm a big Gary Vee fan, and Gary Vee is a big NFT fan. And these days, feels like almost everybody is making money with NFTs. And if Karen can pay off her mortgage with NFTs, well then I want a small piece of the pie. Of course, this being a Gary Vee video, let's go and see if he has any advice for us on how to make money with NFTs.
Patience, 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 patience.
Gary, we don't want to wait 40 years to make money. We need money now. This is NFT land. This is Web 3.0. We need money, and I actually have a plan for it. Before we descend into the dirty underworld of NFTs and quick day trading, make sure you subscribe and comment your wallet address below. We're giving away $100 of this Alex Becker 10x crypto recommendation that's currently down 92%. A lot of upside there. Don't miss out on the competition. Also, sorry I missed uploading last week. I had COVID. Whoops. Won't happen again, I don't think. Now, before we descend into this dirty NFT underworld to make some quick flips, some day trades, and make a pile of cash, there's a necessary backstory. Early August, I caught Gary Vee on live stream saying this.
Here's the bottom line. The drop that you'll get in your wallet for every 12 you buy will be a very good idea.
Loving Gary Vee and trusting him as much as I do, I went ahead and did this. 252 books, which entitled me to receive 21 book tokens. And actually taking Gary's advice this time, I was super patient for 6 months, waiting for these book tokens to drop. And then last week, kablam. It happened. Gary dropped 125 NFT book game token onto Immutable X, a layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum. And in classic Gary Vee fashion, I 4x'd my money. I mean, somewhat happy. It took 6 months. This is Web 3, Gary. 4x over 6 months, that's gross. We're up to those 4x's in 6 minutes. So where do we go? If we want those 4x's in 6 minutes, we want to make money minute to minute, second to second. We don't want to wait another 6 months. Of course. Those thousands of YouTube ads telling you the best way to make money fast, day trading. So I wanted to know if I could take the day trading skills, bring them over to the NFT world and make some money fast. If you don't know what day trading is, put simply, you buy something cheap, you sell it for more expensive in the same day. You profit. But this time, instead of trading foreign currencies or cryptos or stocks, we're gonna be day trading NFTs. So how does this work? On Jan 10th, Gary Vee dropped 125,000 of these book tokens to tens of thousands of people who bought his book. Out of these 125,000 book tokens, they all had different rarities. For example, the most beautiful of all, the paper hands pony. There were only 478 of these bad boys available, but there were over 16,000 empathy. So you can see this led to price disparities, meaning the pony, which sold for over 5 Ethereum or over $15,000, and the base level empathy, which sold for just over $300. And this is where the fun begins, because a lot of people didn't know that there were these rarities. They didn't have access to this Excel sheet for whatever reason. They were uneducated and they lost a lot of money. A big reason why we started this channel in the first place. Make sure you know what you're doing out there and you'll make a lot of money. Otherwise, you'll lose a lot of money. Pep talk over. These uneducated people would get these cards, such as the paper hands pony, and list them for floor price, meaning people were buying these paper hands ponies for hundreds of dollars and flipping them in the same hour for thousands. Gary Vee even mentioned on his Discord that a lot of people can come in here and swoop them up, which unfortunately I'm sad that he did, meaning we had to be super quick if we wanted to end up making any money. So for the next 12 hours, I sat there refreshing this page, looking at people selling their NFTs for way under what they were worth. It took me a while to get started because every time I went after one of these NFTs, it was gone by the time I could confirm. After a little bit of tweaking, putting some gold dots on my screen so I knew where those confirm buttons would be for anyone else, I got my first profitable trade, a gold wood tenacity card. I bought it for 0.158 Ethereum and sold it within minutes for 0.179 Ethereum. Profit of $37. Yes, this is not revolutionary amount of money, but it was a start. I was warm, I was on the board, and I was ready to do more. This would be the first of 41 flips I would make over those 12 hours. And my feet were wet, and my appetite was purring along, and this was some of the most fun I've had in years. After missing a few more really big flips, I decided to take my talents to a smaller arena, meaning filtered down the actual cards so there'd be less competition going after them. And that's when I started to get on a roll. Flip this ambition for 59 bucks profit, and then straight away flipped another ambition for $70 profit. And then I flipped the humility for another $37 profit. All of these flips taking place within minutes, and that was my first humility flip, and that card would eventually come back to haunt me. Then something crazy happened. I flipped a self-awareness card for 3 figures profit. Woo, baby, $138.96. After going for a couple of hours, this was the first sweet taste of that drug of success, and I was hooked from here on. I wanted to keep my talents in this bigger arena, 3-figure land, and actually ended up flipping a humility for $224 profit and a curiosity for $546 profit, all within the hour. From there, time was a blur. I forgot to eat, forgot to drink. I was just refreshing and confirming, losing most of them, but probably getting about 1 in 5 or 1 in 6 that I went off. $91, $61, $359, $255, $372, $36, $1,583 on this diamond emerald humility. Once again, this humility card would become my nemesis. $500, $139, $486, $647, and then I made the biggest flip of the day. I took my talents to the bigger league, the conviction league. Only 1.1% of all cards were convictions, and because of that, they were priced up at 2 Ethereum. So I snagged myself this diamond gold conviction, and just a couple of hours later was able to flip it for 2.99 Ethereum or a $2,400 profit. From there, back to the baby wins. 22, 94, 94, 83, 65, $11, 134, 108. Things started to slow down as the whole market went a little bearish. My profits were a lot smaller than when we were in a bull market, but I kept persevering and making these small grinds. Got a $99 and then my first loss for the day. I sold an ambition at $299 less than I bought it for, just to free up a little liquidity and sort of hedge myself against this bear market, which I could feel coming. Made a quick $1.15, $3, and then my nemesis returned. Maybe it was the hours of refreshing. Maybe it was my COVID symptoms really starting to click in, but I made a big boo-boo. I was refreshing their humility page and this Diamond Galaxy humility popped up. And in fact, I was lucky enough to be screen recording my screen for a future video. Make sure you subscribe to see that awesome future video coming up. But the fatigue really had just gotten to me, and instead of sorted by lowest price, I sorted it by newly listed and saw a big price disparity between this one and the next 2 cards. And funny enough, not very funny, I bought it for 1.21 ETH. Being super happy about it, I thought I was gonna flip this thing for a 2 to 3 ETH. When I actually realized what I'd done, had to get out of that card as quickly as possible, and I sold it for a $2,700 loss, really impacting my profit for that day. I followed up this sadness with a lot more losses. $40, $8, $9, $19. Once again, the bear market was here and I was really trying to just claim back what I had won. To end the day, I had a $27, an $18, a $25, $117, and a $43 flip, all within the final few hours. I did hold on to a few cards, waiting for that bear market to turn around, and then actually did flip a couple the next day, including a curiosity in the next bull market for $643 profit, bringing a grand total of 12 hours of grinding on this thing, including making a massive mistake on that humility card. I guess this is a sign for me to have a little more humility in the future, but still, given that setback, we locked in a total profit of $6,706.20. If you want to make this sort of money, we are exploring all opportunities in Web3 and sharing them with you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, the like button. I'll see you in the next one.